J.O.
What it do?
Welcome to the Own Your Moment Network. What's up, man?
What's good with you, bro?
How you doing, man?
I'm all right. I can't complain. How you?
I'm good, man. I appreciate you coming on, man, talking with me, man, spending a little quality time with me. I don't get to see you no more, man.
For having me, bro. Thanks for having me. You know it's all love.
Yeah. So, Josh, growing up, man, what was your dreams as a kid, man, growing up?
Me growing up, it's funny because like I always wanted to be in the NBA, but if I didn't go to the NBA, I wouldn't be mad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all I wanted to do as a kid is just to be successful, and everybody got their own, definition of what success looked like. But for me, I just wanted to be in a position where I could take care of myself, take care of my family. And if I did that, I would have been fine. But basketball was kind of, for me, it was hard kind of growing up. So like basketball was like the way to kind of take my mind away from certain things that I was, dealing with as a kid. So like, that's really how I started loving the sport.
Right. So let me ask you, Josh, so growing up in high school, man, stuff like that coming up, man, you was kind of underrated, man.
Yeah.
A lot of people they just say, oh, he could run or oh, he could jump. What really put the fire in you, man, to be able to believe like, man, I could do this. I'm going against all Lord. What gave you that?
It's just crazy. I never actually, because I know I was like, people doubted me. I used to see all the websites say Josh is this, Josh is that. I never really paid attention to that. And I think like I had goals for myself. Right. And I feel like I was in competition with myself. Like if I set a goal, like I want to go to college and play basketball at the highest level, that's what I was competing against. I wasn't really competing against the guys who were saying I could or couldn't do anything. But in achieving my goals, everybody wrong. So that's why I was kind of just focused on my goals, and I made sure I had like that strong support system in my family. Obviously you being one of my trainers, Coach Rivers, high school coach, my AU coach, Coach Seegers, and just my teammates really, they all only had positive energy around me. So we did some pretty positive things.
But I'm going to tell you what I knew, Josh. I knew, man, that you was going to be special, man. I know, man, I can remember thinking back, waking up in the morning, man, you running the football fields and the soccer field, you doing 10 100-yard sprints on the 13 seconds with only a 5-second break in between. But when I see a kid or a girl with that type of motor, man, that's you can't measure that, man. That come from within, man.
Yeah, even I think the biggest thing that I used to surprise myself, bro. Like even doing those sprints, because I used to tell myself you can't do it, and that's how I kind of personally within eternally get my competitive drive. I tell myself I can't do it, and I don't like when people tell me I can't do stuff. So when I tell myself I can't do it, it makes me want to prove to myself that I can do it.
Right. Wow, man. So let me ask you, Josh. So playing AAU, man. The last year of your AAU season, you played with CP3, correct?
Yep.
Playing AAU on that team, you might have had 2 or 3 pros on that team.
Yeah, Harry and Altry. No, not Altry. Harry and Grant.
Harry and Grant.
Yep.
Right. And what was your role on that team, on the AAU team? What was your role?
It's funny. My role is just to so it's actually kind of funny. So when I had first got on the team, like I was trying to like fit in, like I was trying to make everybody know I could play.
Right.
So and I get there, and then Harry, the number 1 player in the country at the time.
Right.
And you got Al-Tariq, point guard. You know how nice Al-Tariq was. Right. And you got little man Darnell on the team. Then you got Grant. We had like an all-star team. It was so crazy. And I'm like, all right, if I come in this team and I'm trying to prove, because me in high school, I used to score the ball. So like, if I come on, I'm like, if I come on this team and I'm trying to prove that I can score a ball, I ain't gonna fit in because everybody else here scoring at the highest level. So it's like I gotta do something different that guys ain't really doing to fit on to stay on the court. So I'll come to coach one day. I'm like, yo, coach, look, any guy that you got on the court on the other team, just put me on him and I'm gonna shut it down. That's what I told the coach. Coach was like, all right. So then I started guarding like every team. I would guard like Malik Monk, Jason Tatum, like Jonathan Isaac, like every team's like best player. I would start and he'll put me on him. And then that way, I made sure I stayed on the court. So now biggest thing about college, AU is you trying to prove to college you can play. You can't prove to a mother you can play until you on the court. So I had figured out a way to get me on the court, and when I had got on the court, that's when I started to show the other stuff that I could do.
That's so, Josh, going into your freshman year in college, man.
Yeah.
How was that experience for you for that transition phase, man? Being a 17, 18-year-old freshman going into the ACC, man, where every game is packed and you playing against top level competition every single night.
Oh man, it was big. How old was I? It was 2016. I was 8. I was 17 in college, turning 18. So the biggest thing when I was going to college my freshman year is I didn't want to step on nobody's toes. You know how people get it's all like it's all pecking order, and the seniors don't want to see the freshmen do good because they done been there so long. But that's not how my team was though. My team was very embracive of me, and what helped was my coach that recruited me to go to Georgia Tech got fired, and it was a new coaching staff. So with the new coaching staff, everything was new. It wasn't no senior that been there for 4 years that was attached to the coach that the coach is trying to look out for. Coach, like, whoever going to play is who's going to play. So I kind of took that to my advantage and just played hard every day. When we was in practice, I wasn't the best scorer. I wasn't the best looking athlete. I just played balls to the wall. I just played hard. So that kind of got me on the court. And then, like I said, when I got my time on the court, everything else took care of itself. It was like the second game of the season. First, I forgot which game it was. It was like first 5 game season. I had 40 points in one game.
Yeah.
We played Tulane, and that's when I kind of knew, like, oh yeah, I can do this.
So Josh, getting prepared. You're getting closer and closer to your NBA goal, your NBA dream. Getting prepared. At what type of point was going through your mind at the time as you was working out, preparing, and getting your mind right? What's the type of feeling that you had when you was going into the different gyms to work out in front of the different general managers? What was the mindset?
My mindset was like, look, I don't got nothing to lose. I don't got nothing to lose. I'm coming here with nothing to lose. And what gave me the confidence was actually my first workout. My first workout, I worked out with the Boston Celtics. And it's crazy because usually when the draft process starts, the people who staying in the draft for sure, they don't work out to like the later part.
Right.
Or the like post combine. Pre-combine is just guys who still trying to figure it out if they're gonna go back to school, if they're gonna stay in the draft. So like those workouts, like the GMs really ain't per se. I mean, they watching, but they not watching. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the first workout I had, I was hooping, right? Hooping, playing hard, diving for loose balls, doing all I do. And I remember I forgot who. One of the guys I was going against is a workout with only 6 players. So one of the guys I was going against, he was like, yo, who's your agent? I'm like, I ain't signed to an agent yet. I might still go back to school. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do. He was like, bro, stay in the draft, bro. I just seen you work out with me, bro, and there's no way you can go back to school. Like, you going to get drafted, bro. I don't know about the rest of us, but I know for sure you're going to get drafted. You're too good. Like, this is somebody that I was competing against. So then after that happened, I was like, because I would never say that to nobody. I don't care how good you are. So for somebody to tell me like that I'm competing against, like, yo, like you're pretty good. Like, nah, bro, stay in this. Don't go back to school. Yeah. I was like, man, I may have some. That's really what gave me the confidence just to keep going.
Wow, man. So your work ethic was contagious.
Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing, man. So draft night comes, man, in Madison Square Garden, man. You hear your name called, first round pick, man. Once you heard your name, man, what went through your mind? What was the feeling?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's like till this day, bro. I promise to you, that's the best feeling I've ever had in my life, bro. Like, and it's crazy because like I was doing workouts all up until the draft. So like the draft was like on a Thursday, if I remember correctly. my last workout was like Tuesday night or Wednesday morning, something like that. So, but I think it was Wednesday morning, and then I flew back to Atlanta Wednesday afternoon, and I'm just chilling because I'm like, it hasn't hit me yet. Like bro, in 24 hours you don't know what team you playing for. It ain't hit me yet. So I went to sleep like at 10, 11. I woke up at 5 in the morning, bro. Could not sleep because that's when it just hit me, bro. I'm like, yo, like, I don't know, like, and like by the end of today, like I'm gonna be like an NBA player. Like this is crazy. Like the whole time I've been working out, I didn't really like it. Really didn't like appeal to me.
Yeah.
My agent called me. My agent like, look, man, just want to say congratulations, but we received word from a team that a team is gonna pick you if you still there, and that team is in the first round.
Right.
So I'm like, bet because I already knew my range. I was gonna be like mid first to like early second. So I was just hoping, like praying, like I'm in the first round draft pick. So then like my agent's like, look, we got a word from the team. They say you're gonna be in the first round, like you good. So like but he won't tell me who. He's like, I don't want to tell you who, because with the way the draft work, trades happen all the time. Teams move up in the draft, teams move down. So I don't want to tell you who, because you're probably not gonna get picked there. But I'm just telling you, if you're there at that number, you're gonna get picked. So I was like, I was just happy, bro. So like I got my suit ready. I drive to my brother's house, like getting ready and everything. Then we go to the spot. Like we had rented out this little spot. All the family pull up, friends pull up, bro. And we just watching the draft from 1 to 2. And you know, first I knew I wasn't gonna be no lottery pick. So first 14, like I ain't really watching. But like 15, I start like I'm at the edge of my seat. Like I'm not talking, like I'm so like jittery. And my agent was like, come on, bro. Come on. I was like, what's up? He was like, you got a word. You know, the Timberwolves gonna draft you at 20. We at pick 19 at this point. So, bro, like I take like a deep breath, like, but nobody know yet. So everybody, like, he pulled me to the side. So everybody like, it's actually funny. Everybody was clueless, but I knew it's this pick 19. I knew I was getting pick 20. So they told the camera people, like, he's getting picked 20. So get ready to put the light on him before he get picked. But they would like they told the camera people to wait. So I'm sitting in my chair. The camera people put the camera on me right before 20. So then everybody was like, what's happening? What's happening? It's not everybody starting to guess like I'm about to get picked. Bro, and then I just hear Adam Silver saying with the 20th pick of the 2018 NBA draft, the Timberwolves select from Georgia Tech, Josh Okogie from Georgia Tech. Bro, I felt like I weighed 0 pounds, but like everything that was in me just left. Like I was just like, bro, what?
I'm gonna tell you, you felt the presence of God, man.
That's what shit, my mom, I could show you the video, my mom was screaming, Jesus.
I seen it.
You seen it? Yeah, she screamed his name like 30 times. Like I was just, man. And it was crazy because like I ain't really cry. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really cry because I was like, man, I was trying to force myself to cry because I'm like, I should be crying at this point. But it wasn't until like, because after they draft you, they call you. So before they called me, I had went outside to like avoid the noise. And you know, Coach Seegers was outside, bro. And he been with me since I was 11 years old, bro. He like my first real organized basketball team, 10 years old. He was my coach. So when I hugged him, bro, I felt like all the pain like I used to feel when I was so young. And I just started crying, bro. Like crying like when your mom whoop you or something, like crying like that, like snot coming out my nose, just crying. And like the Timberwolves called me and I was talking to him, and Tibbs, Coach Tom Thibodeau, got on the phone. I'm talking to him. I'm like, what's up, Coach? Like crying. I couldn't even talk, bro. And he was like, how you feel? I'm like, I could not talk, bro. I had no words. I'm like, Coach, I'm speechless. I can't say nothing. I couldn't put a full sentence with the period on it, bro. It was so crazy, bro. It was like that moment, bro, was the best time of my life. Like if I could get that feeling back, bro, and just feel it again, that would be great, bro. But I don't think there'll ever be a feeling in life aside from like getting married or having a kid they could like amount to the feeling of getting drafted, but especially when you come from a position that I was in growing up, like there's nothing beats it.
Wow, man. So going into your rookie NBA season, man, you know, training camp, man, game, you seeing other stars that we grew up watching, that you grew up watching, other NBA superstars. What was your feeling like, man?
Um, I the biggest thing like growing up is like you always idolize these people. Like, dang, look what Steph Curry done did again. Look at LeBron James dunk it. Look how smooth Kevin Durant is. Look at Kawhi. Look at Paul George. And you like, oh, I'm in college, and you see the NBA as this big group of just great players. Don't get me wrong, they're great. They are great players, but when I step on a court with them, I'm like, cause with me, I had Jimmy Butler on my team at the time, Derrick Rose, Jeff Teague, Andrew Wiggins, all these, superstar, Karl Anthony Towns, all these great players. Then you get on the court with them, you start hooping, you start to be like, hold on, I belong too. You know what I'm saying? Like you start to be like, nah, I belong too. So, because you can't, worst thing you do in the NBA is, idolize players. Because, you can still have players you look up to. Till this day, I still look up to CP. But it's come a point I had to put my foot down and be like, nah, I belong too. Because you start to idolize him, you're going to be like, oh, he's supposed to score on me. I'm like, nah, I belong. But let me see if you can score on me. Like, that's what kind of where my competitive spirit started to come. I remember our first preseason game was at Golden State, and Golden State was like my favorite team in college. I used to love their offense, love how they shoot, run up and down transition. So like before I even shot around, like I sat at the scores table and just like looked around, like wow. I was like before I get in this game or before I start warming up, let me take 5 minutes just to look around and just like realize the fact that I'm here. And then once I realize the fact that I'm here, I'm like, I'm here. I might as well show everybody what I can do. So that's kind of why I just like how I kind of just try to establish myself, be like, I'm gonna show guys that I belong to.
So let me ask you, who do you have good relationship with, like a big brother or a mentor that's in the NBA that plays?
Definitely CP. Obviously, he was my coach in college. Gorgie Jang. He played with the Grizzlies now. He was on my team my rookie year and my sophomore year. Then he got traded before the trade deadline. Jeff Teague. Me and Jeff kind of grew a relationship going into my sophomore year. It was cool my rookie year, but like we really started kicking it my sophomore year. I don't want to say mentor, but Tyus Jones, he one of my closest friends in the NBA. Obviously, Kada, we cool. He played with the Nuggets now because we were drafted to Minnesota together, so we already had that kind of that bond. We done went through everything together. So, me and D Rose still cool. He was really important for me my rookie year, and so I would say those guys. Even Taj Gibson to this day, we really cool. So anybody who was really like my OG when I was a rookie, we still cool to this day. Like I did a good job of really like bringing me in, trying to teach me the ropes, both in basketball and off the court too.
Let me ask you this, Jack. As a 6'4", 6'5", sprinter, basketball player, athlete, monster, what is your mindset when you go into the hole to catch it off the rim on a 7-footer or dunking on a 6'10", 6'11"?
See, my thing is, and it's actually weird because I don't really like to dunk unless somebody's trying to block my shot. Like I'll just lay it up. So if I think I can't lay it up, that's when I just try to like, I'm about to dunk on you.
For real?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like I remember we played the Portland Trailblazers at Portland my rookie year. I dunked on Nurkic.
Yeah.
And I was in transition. Like I'm coming this way and he coming this way. And in my mind, I'm like, if I try to lay it up, there's no way I'm gonna lay it up. I'm like, I probably can't even dunk on him, but at least I'm gonna get fouled or something. Like there's like, nothing good can come and try to lay the ball up. So I just try to dunk it. And I didn't even see the ball go in, but I seen the bench reacting. That's how I was like, oh man, maybe I dunked it. You know me, I don't really I don't really get hyper celebrate. So I was just like, man, I can't wait to see this highlight after the game. So it was pretty cool. But that's my whole mindset. Like if somebody's in the way, I'm gonna go through you for sure.
Wow. Josh, let me ask you a question, man. What does the words "on your moment" mean to you?
For me, on my moment just means like, you know, everybody in life gets opportunities, you know, and I think you know, a lot of times like an opportunity is gonna depend if you make it or not. It could like like you remember how you told me. It's funny because you always used to tell me like when we used to work out, like, yo, when you working out, you might not see results today, you might not see results tomorrow, you might not see results this month, but every time you work out, it's like a bank. You know, you depositing money in the bank, you depositing money in the bank, and one day you're gonna be able to withdraw all the workouts you didn't put in the bank. So, bro, it's funny because I was talking to your daughter one time and I told her that. I'm like, because she texted me about something, like, I guess she was feeling down that she missed a couple shots in the game. I'm like, look, you work out more than me. You know what I'm saying? Like you just deposit. I'm like, your dad even told me this. So, like, when you own in your moment, when that moment comes, what those little workouts that you deposited, are those going to be, is the withdrawal amount going to be enough to own your moment? And that's what it means to me. That's why every day I work so hard, whether it's in life, in basketball, I'm just putting money in that bank. So when that moment comes, I'm able to take full advantage of it. And that's really what owning my moment means to me. It's everything you do up until that moment that really helps me.
That's big, Josh. That's big, man. You got me over here about to cry, man. Man, man, I just want to tell you, man, I appreciate you, man. You keep doing what you're doing. Keep that mindset going, man. Keep the passion. Your passion is definitely unmarked. Keep that going, man. Continue to set great examples, man. And man,
Appreciate you. Let me ask you this. I was thinking about this the other day. One of the craziest workouts I ever had, bro. We was I remember me and Al Tariq, we was getting ready to go to a circuit. I forgot what state we was going to for a circuit.
Augusta?
I don't remember, but I remember we had, because you used to leave on like a Friday and we came to you like on a Thursday or something. So in my mind, I'm like, you know, pull up the swing, get some shots up, get my game right. So I'm ready to go for this circuit. So I pull up to the gym. All I see is jump ropes. No basketballs, no basketballs, no cones. I'm like, okay, because I remember the workout before we had did like a little 5-minute jump rope workout. So I'm like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
And you made us jump rope for the whole 45 minutes, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, what is this, bro? Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was hot.
But you know what, though? I'm gonna tell you what I seen. I knew the mission that you wanted to be on. You wanted to go to college for free. And in order to impress them coaches, you had to always be playing at 150%. And if you never get tired, you can always defeat your opponent, man. And when I went down there to them circuit game, man, you never got tired, man. Like you said, you would go on elite monk, you would go on every best player on the team. You would they'll get their 14, 15, but it was difficult.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then you come back on the other end, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, man, I just knew where you wanted to go, man. And then I also knew, like, I didn't have nobody like me growing up. So everything that I didn't do, I wanted to make sure I give to you and other kids, girls and boys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, man, like you said, man, you've been making deposits ever since, man. So, hey, man, keep the good work up, man. Keep it up.
What's the craziest story you didn't think you didn't see from me growing up? Let me ask you that.
Ooh, man, we had worked out about an hour and 30-minute workout, Jack. You was sweating, man. You was still in high school. And it was two of them, really. You was sweating. You were running down the court. You threw the ball off the glass at half court. And before the ball hit the ground, you caught it and dunked it. And threw it in. I said, that man is a monster, man. You threw the ball off the glass, bro, at half court, and you ran it down before it hit the ground. You dunked it, man. I said, Man, this man is obsessed, man.
That was crazy. I remember exactly what you talking about too.
Yeah, I said, good God Almighty, man. And then the next one was I think it was one night you had called me, man. It was about like 1 a.m, and you weren't really in a good rhythm. You were like, come down here to the school, man. I need to get in the gym. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I seen your mind transform. A transfer took place. You know what I mean? I think after that, you might have went 5 straight games with like 18, 19, 20. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Carry that same momentum all the way through. So that's when I seen your mindset convert again. You know what I mean? So I seen you go through 3, 4, 5 different transfers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I could tell in the NBA, you're going through different transfers and stuff now because you're getting more fluent with like your spacing on the court. You know what I'm saying? The way you shooting the basketball and your position. And like I can see every time you crash in the offensive glass, man. Like you don't see 6'4", 6'5" wingman crash in the offensive glass. You see what I'm saying? So
yep.
That's huge, man. That's huge as you can develop as a professional, man.
I appreciate that, man. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is when I knew that I wanted to train with you. I mean, I know that one time Rivers had brought the whole team to train with you in the off season, but it was one Saturday I had came and work out with you. It was me and Perry. And the last drill, last thing I'm gonna say, the last drill was we had to start at the we had to start at the corner, drive. You said for me, I had to dunk everything.
That's right.
I had to dunk, take the ball, go to the corner this way, come here, dunk, take the ball, come here, dunk. We had to do that 10 times, so 5 times each side. Right. And I did my drill. You made it, and you had the pad. You was hitting us with the pad when we was going. So then I finished my drill. It was hell, but I finished my drill. And then Perry, it was time for Perry. But you said obviously Perry couldn't dunk, so you said Perry just got laid up, but you was him with the pad. Perry caught a cramp, and he was on the floor and couldn't move. And you gave him time to train. I mean, not train. You gave him time to get himself back up. But although his muscles were still cramped up, when he got up, you said, "You're not done. You got to keep going." So Perry was limping, trying to finish, and you was smacking him even harder. And I was like, this is what I need. Like when I think that I can't go, I need somebody to say, nah, you know what? Since you think you can't go, we gotta increase the resistance. And that's when I was like, yeah, I gotta start working with Swain. Even if my body may not want to, this is what I need to go to the next level. So yeah, appreciate you.
Mindset. Keep it, man.
For sure.
All right, man. Love you, boy.
Love you too, man.
All right, Josh.
I appreciate you.
All right, 100.